Hey guys, and welcome to my channel, The Product Reviewer. On this channel we will test all kinds of electronics or just useful products. Today we talk about the LifeBee Smartwatch ID205L. But before we jump into the details, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out and makes my work a lot more easier. So let's talk about the technical details. The LifeBee Smartwatch has a 1.3-inch TFT color display with an overall weight of 39 grams. Its battery holds roughly 8 to 10 days depending on the usage of the smartwatch. I tested this smartwatch 7 days and it still has 30% left. It takes about 2.5 hours until it's fully charged, but keep in mind that the smartwatch is only coming with a charging cable, so you will have to charge it with your laptop or your cell phone charger. It offers HD picture quality with full touchscreen operation. It also meets the international standard IP68 for water resistance. In other words, the smartwatch is water resistant up to 1.5 meters for a maximum time of 30 minutes. So you can easily leave the watch on while swimming, washing your hands, or taking a cold shower. But be aware of that the smartwatch should not get in contact with hot water. I really could not find out how hot the water can be, but the package inside says that the watch is not suitable for sauna or hot showers. You can choose between a variety of different colors. On Amazon, you can choose the colors red, black, white, purple, turquoise, and rose gold. Let's get to the activity tracking features. You can track 9 different sports, such as walking, running, cycling, mountaineering, treadmill, hiking, spinning, yoga, and fitness. Unfortunately, there is no swimming mode, which I personally miss. The smartwatch has an all-day activity tracker which records all your workout data, such as steps, pace, calories, and synchronizes them with your cell phone. The notification function has everything you need. You will never miss out on any notifications because the LifeBee Smartwatch will vibrate to alert you whenever you receive a call, email, SMS, or any message via WhatsApp, Facebook, LinkedIn, or Instagram. Last of all, the heart rate and sleep monitor. It effectively monitors your sleep quality and it provides an analysis of it to help you develop a healthier lifestyle. The fitness tracker monitors your heart rate in real time and it automatically detects your heart rate with its built-in intelligent optical sensors. The activity mode on the far left lets you know how many steps you took during the day, and depending on how many steps you took, it calculates the amount of calories you have burned and the mileage and the activity duration. The second mode is the sleep mode in the middle. If you wear your watch while you are sleeping, it can track your sleep rhythm and it tells you exactly the time of your deep sleep phase and your light sleep phase. And the app converts the data into a bar chart on the bottom. You can see right here. So now the last mode, let's click to it. The last mode on the home page is the heart rate mode. It tracks your resting heart rate, your average heart rate during the day, and your maximum heart rate. So that it's for the home page. Now, if you look further to the right, we get to the detail page. Basically, the detail page wraps up your average distance you have walked, the average steps you took, and the average calories you've burned every day. But it also lets you know the total amount of everything from the past week. So on my screen, you can see that I have walked distance of 52.26 kilometers. It took me 67,011 steps and it burned 5,366 calories. The average distance was a day of 7.46 kilometers. My average steps was 9,573 steps every day, and I burned every day 766 kilocalories. Now for the sleep mode, it's slightly different. It tracks your average deep and light sleep time and your general sleep time. In addition to it, it tells you your average time you go to bed and wake up. Now on my screen, we have this nice bar chart again. So my average sleeping time is 5.5 hours. My average deep sleep phase is 2 hours and 16 minutes. And my average light sleep time is 3 hours and 9 minutes. Now on the heart rate mode, you see all kinds of details. I have to admit that I don't even know what all those details mean. But I know that it tracks your average heart rate and your maximum and minimum heart rate. But since we do a review video, we go over the other functions too. So we have an exercise timer for warm-up, fat burning, aerobic and anaerobic endurance, and maximum effort. So my average heart rate, as you can see, is 64 beats per minute. My maximum heart rate was this week, since I am not doing any sports right now, 88 beats per minute. My minimum was 53 beats per minute. Probably that's the minimum heart rate when I was sleeping. And all the other ones, since I have done no sports, it doesn't track them. Next, we have this little plus symbol in the middle of the screen. The left symbol helps you to track your specific sport. Right here we can choose between 3 different sport modes. It will be running, walking, bicycle, and hiking. So now, for example, let's say we want to run. Now we click on set a single target. Right here, now the specific target, it can either be a certain distance, time, or calories. Now, for example, let's choose a distance that we want to run, and we want to run for 5 kilometers. If we now select start activity, the app and the smartwatch tells you via vibration when you hit the 5 kilometer mark. The same principle applies to the time and the calorie mode. So we can do the same as we want to run 10 minutes, 12 minutes, 30 minutes, and if we start the activity, it starts. As you can see, the app has some pre-settings, but if you want, you can make a custom goal for yourself. Now you can hit like, what are your time, 10 minutes, or we can say 25 minutes. So that's about that. In addition, you can tell the app that you want a notification every now and then. You just have to click on those 3 little dots up here, and you have to click alert frequency. And right here you can tell the app that you want a notification for, let's say, every 2 kilometers or like every 5 minutes. We just have to select 2 kilometers, or over here every 5 minutes, every 10 minutes. And we press OK. Then we just have to press start. If we go back to the plus symbol, we have this little running man up here in the middle. If you click on it, it lets us choose between 5 different sport modes. We have climbing, workout, spinning, treadmill, and yoga. Let's select spinning for an example. Let's say over here in spinning mode. We now get to the new page on which we can basically only press start, and now it tracks our heart rate and calories that we burn, and the same applies for the 4 other modes. Now let's go back once again. Now we click on the little plus symbol. Now we have the last one over here on the right, this last little symbol, and it basically only tracks your weight. So that's about it for the little plus in the middle. If we go to the device mode, we can set up the app with our smartwatch. On call alert, we can tell the watch to start vibrating if we get a call. By the way, you can only decline incoming calls, and you cannot answer any calls. And if you want, you can have a sedentary alert as well. Next, you can set your normal alarm or have an SNS alert. Right here, if you go on the normal alarm, you have it on your watch as well. You can say Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and add even more alarms if you want to. Mine is always like 5:45, since that's the time I have to wake up for work. So let's head to the music control. That will be right here. With the music control, you can choose your preferred music app, which you want to control with your smartwatch. For example, I picked the Spotify music app. But if you want to, you can choose any kind of other music. You can say Samsung Music, Sound Player, Google Play, Content, whatever content is. But I prefer my Spotify music app. On the device side, you also have a heart rate detection mode and a wrist sense, which are pretty much self-explaining. For all the women out there, the app has a special health care mode which predicts your next menstrual period. I mean, I didn't test it, but I guess it works. Now, the last one will be the More button. Now, under More, you can change your language, but that does not really work, I have to admit. In order to swap the language, you have to swap the language on your cell phone settings. It is not enough to only change it on the app. The activity display shows you all the activity modes the watch has, so that will be running, walking, bicycle, hiking, climbing, treadmill, spinning, and yoga. In the heart rate zone settings, you can check out your heart rate zones and can customize it to your own maximum heart rate. Now let's go back once again. Now the last 2 modes are the non-disturb mode, so the D&D mode, and we can reboot the device. But we don't want to do it right now, so let's say cancel. Now I told you everything about the technical details of the watch and the application you should use. So let's get into the watch itself. At last I want to show you the watch and how it works. If you want to see the time, you just have to turn your wrist towards yourself or press the button on the right. The button on the right also functions as the back button. The main screen shows you the time and the data. By swiping right, you have 3 different colors. Red is your automatically heart rate monitor. With the blue icon, you can enable or disable the Do Not Disturb mode. The yellow icon is your lift wrist screen sense mode. So in other words, you get to see the time as soon as you lift your wrist. Now let's get back to the main screen. By swiping up, you see your daily steps, the walk distance, you burn calories, and a weekly wrap up of everything. So now let's get back to the main screen once again. By swiping left, it leads you to the alarm, heart rate, and sport mode. Right here you can choose between the 9 different sport modes: run, walk, bike, hike, climbing, treadmill, spinning, and yoga. Over here you can check your current heart rate as well, and check your alarms and turn them on or off. The green relax icon opens up a 1 or 2 minute timer. During this time, the watch tells you to breathe in and breathe out, so it's some kind of meditation feature. Further down you have the music control, with which you can play or stop the music and switch the song that you're currently listening to. The Sport Records icon shows you the last results of your sport activities. On settings, you can choose between 3 different background options for your home screen. Right here you also have a dimming option for your watch, in order to see better if there are bright lights outside or just to save some battery. Now at last, the backside of the watch. Over here you have your wrist sensors and your magnetic charging connection. Now that we went through all the details of the watch and the requested app, it is time for my opinion. For about $45, this watch offers a variety of features with a long battery life, water resistance, and a really nice design. There are only 2 bad things I can say about this watch. First is that I missed the swimming mode, because for me swimming is the equivalent to running and should be included in every fitness smartwatch. The second thing is that you cannot take a hot shower while leaving the watch on. Besides those 2 things, the LifeBee Smartwatch is a perfect buy for small money, and I would rate it for about 4.5 stars. So this was my first review on this channel, so let me know in the comments below if you liked the video. See you the next time.